go where I want and I do what I want. My belt match the kicks, don't you go burn 'em. Empty to the G, man, who you think it gonna be? And I'm back with the best reaction channel on YouTube that wouldn't be possible without YouTube. Now, the title of this video is going to be Nate Boone admits to catching 30 bodies. The full interview. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're one of my day ones, drop a like and leave a comment like you always do. Now, without wasting any time, let's get into it.
Oh man, here we go, man. We got Nate Boone, man, in the building on Say Cheese TV, man. How you doing?
I'm doing as good can be.
Yeah, man. Your life is definitely a movie, man. Like you should have your own Netflix series for real.
How true, but a lot of people from different companies and from different corporations, they want me to do it for free. And I don't play that. That's just like telling me, go kill that guy for free. It's all about the money with me, baby. You feel me? It's all about the money.
So companies, they've been reaching out already?
2 of them have.
They not talking enough money?
They ain't talking no money. They talking about, well, I don't think you could profit from your, I said, what? I'm no longer on parole, probation, supervisor, nothing. Y'all played me when I first came home. Or should I say, Al Prophet played me. He didn't give me nothing, but yet I hear he done made big time off of me. And I didn't know that he took some of those pictures. And I didn't know that he had took some pictures from me, and but he did. Now I'm thinking like, whoa, when you like I told him, don't take those pictures, because he got them mixed up anyway when he put them on there. He got my little brother on there telling people that that's me. No, that's my little brother, you dummy. Then he got my son, Nate Jr. Now he big like me and so forth, favored me a hell of a lot, but they also put him in there. People going around questioning, man, you Nate Boone? He said, hell no, that's my father. They said, yeah, but they got your picture saying that it's you. So I told him, find that picture, sue his ass. Because he putting you on there talking about that's you, and you ain't me. Same way when he went to jail. Police went to looking around, calling, trying to figure out, who is this Nate Kraft when we know we got him locked up? They said, no, he got his ID, everything. And looked just like his picture. So finally they sent homicide over there to check him out. Found out it was my son, that he had shot somebody in the foot or the leg or something, you know, and they called me and telling me, hey, we got your son locked up here. I said, what? Better unlock my son. Well, I don't care what in the hell he did. Unlock him. If not, okay, ain't no thing.
Wait, he pressing the police? Nah, hold on.
Unlock him. If not, okay, ain't no thing. You know how I like to play. I don't give a damn what y'all do to me, but don't mess with my loved ones, because I will die for them. That's why when they killed my little brother, I went on the net. Hey, yeah, I thought this was a joke and that I wasn't going to find out about it. Man, words got to me in the prison that what happened and so forth. That's why all my boys said, man, there it is, man. You getting out in a couple weeks. When you get out, send them niggas back through here, man. Set them up. I said, are y'all going to do them real sweet? I mean, I want them butchered from the belly all the way to their throat. Then I sent them through. But when I first got out, my head just blanked off, and I just said, man, fuck this, I'm gonna kill all these niggas.
So wait, the person.
Yeah, please expound, sir. Please expound, sir. Even the interview was like, so wait. Like, yeah, expound, sir.
Man, fuck this, I'm gonna kill all these niggas.
So wait, the person who killed your little brother, when you got out, you found him?
I found the man that hired him. See, I don't care about the little man.
How did you find out who hired the person to kill your brother?
My nephew told me. He said that he just happened to be close by when he heard them talking. He said, man, I didn't want to say nothing to Boo because, see, that's your boy. I see, we was friends, yes, true enough, until he did that. When he did that, I guess he thought I wasn't going to find out about it because he hired somebody outside of the organization. So, long story short, I came home. I knew that Mark had got killed. So I go to the wait, hoping to catch Boo there. Boo showed up, but he showed up with his little entourage. And I said, okay, I probably can hit at least 5 or 6 of them. But then I said, wait a minute, let me just let this play out. Because he don't know that I know what happened.
Right.
So he tells me, hey, man, what's up, man? You know that we're trying to get my brother out? I said, yeah, I heard that too. And I also heard that what your brother did while he was in there. And that's some whole stuff, you know? You can't come into a prison and think that you go lock up. You gangster. Why you going to lock up?
This is one thing I can respect. He said we don't go in here and go PC. Or hello, they keep it real. Okay, I understand that. But this other, hey,
You go lock up. You gangster. Why you going to lock up? He said, what? I said, yeah, man, you need to talk that out with your brother. But I was in there when he was there, and I know what the deal was. Everybody looked at me like, man, wait a minute, that's one of your friends? I said, yeah. Told them who he was. They were like, he do got a contract on him in here. He did some crap out there in the world to somebody that's in here. I said, well, only thing I could do is ask him to come out of H Ward. He said he would if I make sure that I look out for him. Cause see, I've been in there several times, so everybody knew me in there. I was the man, what you need, I got it. If I ain't got it, I damn sure try to get it. But everybody knew me, either my prison name, Iceman, or some knew me from the street as, like the Grim Reaper.
Wait, what? They knew me on the streets as the Grim Reaper.
Nobody really knew my real name, not even in there, because like I said, people call me different names because I never was proud of giving them my real name because in case something jump off, they they called me Grim Reaper.
Right.
Who, me? Nah, Or they call me Iceman. Now, I got that from back in Jackson when the guards tried to kill me because I had stabbed one of them up, and they said, man, you ain't got no shame. I said, I ain't got no shame when you put your hands on me, guard or no guard. He walks up to me, I said, lock up. You must be new in this place. You don't put your hands.
Hey, it's bad when they tell the CEO, hey, you must be new because they know better.
You must be new in this place. You don't put your hands on me. And what you gonna do? I said, ain't no problem. I'm gone. I go on upstairs.
Hey, that is the coldest thing I've heard an OG say. I even hear my some of the real sturdier youngins do that though. They be like, I don't even trip. I'm not mad. No. Have a good day. Like, no, when you hear them be all calm and start laughing and everything like that, no, that's a red flag, y'all. But yeah.
I said, ain't no problem. I'm gone. I go on upstairs to the 3rd tier. I come back down. He walking down to the assault side, and I walked up behind him. He didn't hear me coming. Hit him in that neck with that horse. Whew. So I grabbed that for that neck and held on to it. But like I told him, I said, well, I didn't tell him why I was doing this. I was just trying to pull it out so I could open his throat up around. But somehow all that blood all over my hand and stuff, he was able to slip away from me and roll down to base. he got down on base, and I looked down like, oh man. So I ain't gonna jump down there. That's 3 floors down plus base.
Right.
So I go to the end of the tier, pick up the 50-gallon drum and throw it down there, hoping that maybe I could smash in his face or something with it. Because he still got that horse in his neck. He holding it. Because if he pull it out, he bleeds to death.
Yeah.
Right.
But he just holding it. I say, ain't no thing. So I go back to my cell and I tell my boy,
I'm not gonna hold you. His calm game is terrifying. How he reacts to situations is absolutely terrifying. You thought 4 Extra was on some ish. Come to the back. No, this man said, "Oh, it's all right. I'll catch you." Like, that's it. That is like super villain level like energy right there. I don't even know how to describe it. That's like, I don't even know how to describe it. We're gonna figure it out though.
boy, John, hey man, I'm probably gonna be gone for a while. Run the business, you know. He said, man, I got you. What happened? I said, you're gonna hear about it in about 2 seconds. They're gonna run up in here and try to do something to me. But you know me, I fight to the last drop. Sure enough, they ran up in there. John was like, oh man, lock your door. I said, I can't. They got the lock off because I got a 24-hour detail. They don't lock my cell. I'm a carpenter. So they come to the door and I just pulled it up and they start open. I said, go ahead and open. Come on in. I already took off my shirt and then greased up. So it'd be hard for them to grab hold of me.
Right.
And my
Calculated.
boy.
I like it.
So they come rushing in. I jumped down, grabbed the first one, threw him behind me. Now he's in here in the cell with me. Oh, you mine, buddy. You ain't going nowhere. These coming in with the shield. Okay, well, you got to come around that shield to get to me. But no, instead they hit me with the shield. I said, that's what I wanted them to do. They hit me with the shield. I grabbed the bottom of the shield, pulled it up and climbed up under that wood. I said, yeah, okay, buddy. the man that I threw behind me, I already took my foot and put it in his neck. And I'm telling him, don't you move too much or your neck is snap off. I still got this man inside the shield. He locked in there with me. All the other guards start beating. Well,
look. We're gonna go back to hold on. Now, you remember when Freaky Zeke was telling that story? I put him in the full Nelson and I spun him around. Like, that sounds like the most cap in the world. For some reason, this sounds like he ain't telling no kind of fable, no story, no nothing. What the hell?
The man that I threw behind me, I already took my foot and put it in his neck. And I'm telling him, don't you move too much or your neck is snap off. I still got this man inside the shield. He locked in there with me. All the other guards start beating. Well, they were trying to beat me, but really they was beating him. I was like, they can't get to me. John said, break my door. I said, man, I wish I could, man. It'd be one heck of a fight.
Not to go back too far, because I know we're rambling right now. But the person who hired to get your brother killed, did you personally took him out?
No, somebody else got to him. I got put the people he told to kill me, they start figuring it out. Wait a minute, why has Boo got us killing everybody? That's in the game. Because Boo don't want to leave anybody alive because they could flip on him and tell on him. So I believe, I ain't quite sure, but I believe it was during his birthday.
Damn.
He goes upstairs to go to sleep. Somebody go up there and pop him in the head while he was sleeping.
Damn.
And then I'm
not even gonna lie, that's kind of the most peaceful way you could go in this type of lifestyle. That's probably the only type of peace. Yeah. Everything else is kind of butcherous, if that's a word. But that's crazy. He went to sleep on his birthday and then just didn't wake up. That's cool with me. That's a good way to go.
Duct tape this butt.
Damn.
Pop him in the head while he was.
You ever notice how old school players? This man is talking about unaliving 30 people. But this man is so old school that he lives by the rules of we don't even swear. This man, he keeps saying, I can tell the words, like that's how my grandparents talk. Like when they say but, like instead of, you know what I mean, all the other stuff, like that's really how they talk. Like I'll be like, bro, you unalive all these people, but you won't swear? That's where we draw the line at? All right.
That you're like, he goes upstairs to go to sleep. Somebody go up there and pop him in the head while he was sleeping. And then like they duct taped his butt in his Gucci sheets and dropped him off at the I believe it was a mall or something, but you know, like you had to look that up, but I believe it was the mall. They took him up there and dropped him off because they were hoping to clear everything out of his little condo and try to figure out where all his money was, which most of them did, because like I said, it was it was known that they wasn't quite trustworthy with each other now. So when he did that to Boo, Wichita eased up out of there and ran off. The other one, they took off too. And the guy that pulled the trigger took off. Everybody taking off, but nobody trusting each other now because they see what's going on. Backstabbing all the way. So once he got to where he was going, his birthday was coming up.
Oh, wow.
The guy that pulled the trigger, his birthday was coming up, and Chuck wanted to take him out. So Chuck got with the guy, old lady, and said, hey, we're going to throw a surprise birthday party for him. Dude didn't know about it, but when he finally found out about it, he was like, whoa, why you didn't tell me this? She said, I didn't know, because, you know, like, those your friends. They just want to throw you a surprise party. So he jumped on the phone and called Chuck. Hey, man, I don't know what y'all think y'all finna do, but y'all ain't gonna roll up on me like that. So after that, he was like, I'm coming for y'all. So
I'm just confused. Were they trying to throw him a real surprise birthday party, or were they trying to do another party like they did the other homie, like Boo or whatever his name was? Because now I'm confused. Because if you were just like, yo, I'm trying to throw my man a party, he like, nope, coming for y'all, just like I did Boo. Like, that's crazy.
One of them turned themselves in because you know the man wasn't gonna stop until he got them. Chuck, I think Chuck got caught up in New York, or you know, like New Jersey, one of the two, and he told on everything. I was like, now see, like I said, when he's was going after them, Chuck got caught up in New York or something, but he flipped on people that didn't have nothing to do with him, guys that he was selling to. Me, I flipped on 6 people that was responsible for killing my brother and trying to kill me. When Chuck came through, I told him, I said, man, I take the word as a snitch that I'm a snitch, but I bet won't none of you fools say it to my face. Because when you do, I'm going to tell you, okay, let me kill your brother or your sister or your mama. And you know it's me. But don't you tell. That's snitching. I didn't give a damn what they call it. I'm going after them guys one way or the other. Either, you know, like I do them out here or I do them in prison. I didn't care which way I went because like I told them, you mess with my loved ones and I care a great deal about them. But
that man said, I don't care if I got to snitch on you or whatever. I'm going to find a way to get to you.
The homeboy got caught because he ran through the wall, ran outside, grabbed the old man and held him hostage. But the police said that dog, they can't back down. So they rushed them both. Old man was all right, but they got his butt. And I know he took a cop. Most people that take the cops, they are telling, but they ain't telling like where anybody knows that they telling. They undercover telling. They ain't gonna go into court and, yeah, it was him, and that guy over there too. And don't forget her. Me, I told it like it was. anytime that they want to jump out your chair, your witness chair, your defendant chair, like, like which car wanted to jump up. I was waiting for him to jump up, because when he jumped up, I was going to jump over the witness stand, go down there and handle it. And like I told the judge was like, Mr. Kraft, you better not do. I said, I can end this and save the government a lot of money. Matter of fact, put them 3 in the cell with me, lock the door. I save you a lot of money taking them to court. Guarantee you that. Oh, you could take 3? I take them all real easy. Because I already told them guys, when they go to the joint, make sure you take your soap with you and pretend that you dropped it. Because Guy's going to try to run up in y'all pretty butt. I used to always scare them with that. I said, yeah, man, if the police ever catch y'all, you better shoot it out. Because if you get caught and go to prison, oh, man, you're going to become somebody's girlfriend. I said, yeah, a lot of guys say that they're going to fight for it. When you got 4 or 5 guys standing there talking about, what's up, little fella? You got no choice but to fight, but they ain't like that, because now they're going to really take it. And if you don't want to give it up, and if you don't want to give it up the next time, they'll take it again. Sooner or later, you're going to like it and tie your shirt up around your waist and walk the yard. Now, if you don't like that, best thing I tell you, when police try to pull you over, it's always good to jump out and shoot it out.
Yeah, if that was my options, I'm going to have to shoot it out. What the hell is he talking about? He said eventually you just going to start liking it. Wait, what? What prison are you going to, sir? What?
Boo did that once. Terrence Boogaloo Brown, he did that once. Police tried to pull him over on West Grand Boulevard. Then he jumped out and jumped back in and took off. But the police didn't get chased because they knew who he was. And sure enough, the next following day, him and the lawyer walked into the 1300 Bowman. They walked into, and he surrendered. But the lawyer said, you see how he looked? This is how we want him back. Because, I mean, hell, it was all over the news when he did that, about how he shot up the police car and this and that and got away. I told him, hey, if you dirty, you ain't got no choice but to shoot it out, unless you don't mind going to prison. But then if you go, they're going to give you life, so you're going to die in there. Why die in there when you could just have the 6 on the street carry you? Then be judged by the 12.
How many?
I need somebody in the comments to let me know if that makes sense to y'all. Like, I got nothing. I am in complete and utter shock about this whole interview. That's why I ain't said nothing.
How many people did you kill total? Because I'm looking on YouTube, I'm on Google, and it's 38, it's 47, it's 29. How many people did you actually kill?
I got immunity for 30.
30.
Yeah. So you, hey, that's all you gotta tell me. That's all you gotta tell me, big dog.
30.
Yeah.
So it's 30 that you can at least speak of.
Yes.
And at what age did you catch your first body?
I was 9 going on 10.
What?
9 years old.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I had to tell them about everything in my life so they could never bring this stuff back. That's why they gave me an immunity. I had to tell them the truth.
No, we're not gonna just skip past the fact that he said he unalives his first person at 9 years old. I need. Never mind. They're gonna tell us. I hope he tells us. I need this.
9 years old.
Yeah. I had to tell them about everything in my life so they could never bring this stuff back. That's why they gave me an immunity. I had to tell them the truth. The judge didn't like that. They gonna talk about, can't y'all find somebody else to make a deal with other than him? He said, this is the first person that we got out of this game that's willing to give up the people that we want. And if we make a deal with the other ones got 70, 80, hundreds of murder. I mean, Mr. Kraft only got that less because he went to prison. Even though we don't know what he did in there. But out here, we know what he got because he told us about it. Of course, in prison, I told him later, yeah, I did some in prison, but that is here say, because people could say that I did it. Can you prove it? Do you got a picture? You got a witness? No, you ain't got nothing about the people I did in there. Why? Because I don't need witnesses. And when I do something, I don't do it around a bunch of people. You're going to do something, you do it one-on-one. Don't take your crew with you, or don't take somebody by accident that ain't got nothing to do with why you want to take this individual out. But yeah.
The first murder, you were 9 going on 10 years old. What was that like? I mean, were you nervous doing it? Did you sleep that night after you did it?
I slept good. Matter of fact, I slept better because now I know I'm going to make my money. You feel me? I mean, I asked Charlie, hey, man, you're going to have to give us some more money. This ain't enough. We bringing you your money off the dime, off the 10, and we only getting $1 or $2. No, that ain't going to work. Plus, I'm your collecting boy or man, however you want to put it, but he wasn't getting paid by those heroin users or people that owe them money. I was like, man, which kind of sell my that they owe you money, man? How much will you give me if I go get it? He said, I give you half, little big mouth. I said, okay. Next morning, I gave him his money. He was like, where you get that from? Jerome owed you, right? He said, yeah. Wait a minute, Jerome gave you the money? I said, he had a choice. Either the hard way or the easy way. Like I told him, I prefer that he go the hard way. Because I love beating people with my hatchet. So did my friend.
Beating people with the hatchet.
We grew up practicing with them when we was kids.
Practicing with the hatchet.
But yeah, after I did that to him, he went and told my sister. He said, your little brother jumped on me. I'm like, where's he at? He's looking all around the house. I'm in the kitchen sitting at the table listening to this. He in there telling on me. Oh, man. So all of a sudden my sister called me and boom, come in. I'm like, what? She said, Jerome said that you jumped on him? No, I don't even believe my little bitty brother, almost 10, jumped on you and you 21. Nah, I ain't going for that. Jerome, quit trying to get me to beat Boom butt. I said, I ain't did nothing. Then when my sister looked back to speak to him, I gave him a little motion. You snitch. He was like, I said, go ahead. And my sister said, what? I said, go ahead and, talk to him, sis. I got to go back and finish eating my peanut butter jelly sandwich. I'm going to put some cheese in there. She said, ugh. I said, hey, what can I say? I'm different. But Jerome.
Cheese on the peanut butter jelly sandwich. Yeah, he different for real. Shout out 2 Chainz.
He left. I had already told my boy what happened. So he went out the back door and came around and caught Jerome as he coming out the front. He said, come over here to the side of the house. And if you try to run, I'm going to put 3 in your back and then still cut your throat. So Jerome's scared. I'm watching out the kitchen windows there. I like, yeah, that's it. Dealing with boom, you through? I said, yep, I'm through. I'm finna go outside and play. Now, see, one thing about me was a kid. Everybody should have knew that. I never played games. No hide and go seek or whatever kids played when they was back there in the days of my age. I was always dressing growner, acting growner, making money. Made so much money that my brother tried to rob me once. And I had to tell him, I said, man, you my big brother true enough. Don't make me put you in the ground. Because I know you stole my money. Nobody else was in the house at that time when I put my money in my sock and stuck it up under the TV. Talking about, I didn't know who money that was. Yes, it did. You know it's mine. Y'all don't make no money. Are y'all sure y'all my family? I mean, y'all don't hustle. You use drugs. What you gotta go out there and shoot people and then go rob them after he shoots them in the leg or the back or something? When they fall, he goes to tell them, "Oh yeah," and let me help you. How you helping him with your hands in his pocket?
Mm.
You stealing from him. See, y'all are that type of crook. I take it straight for a person. He
Mm.
was like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you, Boone, but I didn't take your money." I said, "Yeah, you did, because you even took my watch, because the pawn shop called me and told me that they got my watch."
Oh,
Because
wow.
the pawn shop man was the same name I have, Nate. Well, mine is Nathaniel. His was Nathan. And me and him became cool. But he had told me that, yeah, your brother came up here and pawned the jewelry that I made for you. I said, yeah, ain't no thing about it. Well, I'll be up there in a minute, give you your money, give you my jewelry back. I go back to the house. My brother Willie's sitting up there in the bathroom shooting up. So I go back out to the car and I get my shotgun.
Mm.
I'm coming back in. I'm gonna do him real quick.
Wait,
Who? Your brother?
wait, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank God. Say Cheese is asking the right questions at the right time. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Yeah, because he stole my money.
You were gonna kill your brother?
Well, yeah, but see, he wasn't a brother.
I like how Say Cheese had to cut himself off from laughing. That was a great editing right there, because he was laughing. You about to kill your brother? Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but see, he wasn't a brother no more after he did what he did. You
Mm.
don't steal from family. You don't hurt family. You protect family.
Mm.
And this boy had took all my money and my jewelry, and then he went and pawned it.
How much money was it? Do you
It
remember?
was about 6,000.
6,000.
Yeah, I had a hard night that night. I did not collect all the money I should have, but I said, well, I'm glad he got me for that little lease. But now I'm gonna put him out of his misery.
What stopped you from killing him?
My mama, she must have heard me coming back in, because as I'm leveling the shotgun off at him, cock both barrel back. Psst, Willie. Of course, he in his nod. My mama heard me. Next thing I know, I said, okay, I pulled the trigger, but my mama pushed the gun up in there and it blew the hole in the roof. I was like,
Wow.
wow, Mom, what you doing? She said, what you doing? That's your brother. I said, yeah, I've been putting him out of his misery. And he's still nodding. The gun go off, he's still nodding. Mama told me, you can't do that to your brother. I said, Mom, he stole the money.
Was he high?
Yeah. I told you that he was in the bathroom with the needle in his arm.
Okay, shooting up heroin.
Yeah. And he didn't even flinch when the gun went off. So I cocked it back and put two more in there, and I spin a step back and hit him. And my mama jumped in front of him. No, you don't do that to your brother. You promised me that you won't kill your brother. I'm like, Mom, the man stole my stuff. He ain't got no respect for you, Mom. Look at him. He got a needle in his arm in your house. That's a grown man. I wasn't grown at the time. But I say ain't no thing. Okay. My mom said, wait a minute, come here. I said, what, Ma?
How come every time he says, I ain't tripping, it's no thing, it ends up being tremendously worse for the other person?
She said, promise me that you won't kill him. I said, I promise you I won't kill Willie as long as you alive, Ma. So,
Was this after you committed the first murder?
yeah.
The first murder was with the gun, or was it with the knife?
The first murder was, well, my boy shot him. So after he threatened, I said, okay, that's one. He said, what you doing? I said, you'll find out when you get to three. He said, boy, I said, that's two. I looked at him sideways. I knew he was going to do something. And sure enough, he did it again. My boy was behind him. That's three. I said, yeah, you would never hear that three. You be just dead. Of course,
Dead.
I'm just saying that to myself because he's dead. You would never hear the three. But ain't too much to throw me off. See, words ain't nothing but words. But if you're going to tell it to me in my face, That's totally disrespect. That means you think I'm a punk.
Yeah.
That you can just talk to me any way you want to? If it ain't true, I'm gonna see you. If it's true, I'm gonna argue the point with you and probably break down and tell you, well, yeah, you right home.
So the guy that went and told your sister that you were threatening him, you killed him too?
No, Jerome lived it until what? I think it was 1978 or 79, because he ran up in a drug house trying to rip people off. And then the word got back. They want to find out who did it. I said, for the right price, I'll tell you who did it. So they paid me. So we went for Jerome. Jerome, I don't know where he got the money from, but Jerome said, man, Dennis, man, I give you 3 times the amount that they gave you to do me, man. I said, I don't know. I said, man, I can't do that. He said, man, come on. I got the money. I said, show it to me. This fool came out around his waist. He had taped the money around his waist. He laid down. He said, man, you promised me that you ain't gonna do it. You know my word is my bond, man. I promise you that I won't, kill you. That's my word. He said, man.
What about the other dude, his partner though? Like, did he promise that his partner wasn't gonna do it too? A nice little loophole.
That I won't, kill you. That's my word. He said, man, for real? I said, yeah. But I don't know about this guy. My boy said, yeah, I didn't promise you. Like, man, we got to stop doing this. I said, they always want us to not do them and pay us more for us not to do them. I said, that's stupid.
Well, that was the second murder?
Well, no, the second murder was second murder was Leroy.
What did Leroy do to you to make him you kill him?
He thought he could just mess with my family, and you don't mess with my family. See, now you're gonna get done, and I ain't gonna make no money off this because you done mess with my sister. You gonna put your hands on my sister? Put your hands on me. Man, they ain't got nothing to do with you. I like. That's my sister. That's my blood. Man, what
was that?
Blood squirting everywhere. Like, what the fuck? Damn, man, why? We got to find some way to block it so the blood won't squirt back out towards us, man. Look at me. I done messed up this good old shirt. He was like, and you still standing there and stuff letting it squirt on you? I said, yeah, it feels kind of warm, don't it?
Wait, how did you kill him?
Wait, yeah, what is going on?
Feel kind of warm, don't it?
Wait, how did you kill him?
With my knife.
And he didn't expect it at all?
Oh, no. Most people do not expect me to move that quickly or that gentle.
Viciously.
See, because he died on the spot. I mean, it was quick for him because that knife was sharp than mud going across his neck, came down, put it back in his holster, and blood just squirting out there. I like, and my boy, man, why don't you move out the way, man? I said, I know I'm messing up the shirt, but it's messed up. He said, but the blood's still going. I said, yeah, I want to make sure he empty. So what you want to do with the body? Man, just leave it there. So we left it there. Many people was always saying that they believed that it was the the Polish people that did it. Of course it wasn't, but they only believed that because they knew that he liked to go bet with the horses and didn't want to pay some people. So I kept all that in mind. So when I did some people, I wanted to make sure I left a little trace that this could have been the person over there, or this could have been that person, or I make you disappear altogether. That's when I stopped eating pork. You feed somebody through a tree shredder into the pig slop, they gone. Pigs eat any and everything.
You did you ever tell your sister that you killed her her boyfriend?
That wasn't her boyfriend. That was just a close family friend because we all grew up in the neighborhood on Continental, and everybody knew each other. And he was trying to get with my sister, but my sister wasn't going for that because she knew something was wrong with him. He was always nodding and so forth, you know. But she never found out until after I got caught that case in 1990. That's when she was like,
Okay, so he was a hitman from the 70s, and then he caught the case in 1990 and then gave up the information. So you had a 20-year run of killing folks. Okay.
so all that stuff people was telling me back then about you was true? I'm like, hey, what can I say?
What did you do with his body?
Oh, no, we left his body there. That's why I said people thought that the Polish people did it. Because he was always going to the horse race, the Norville Down betting. And he wasn't good at picking horses, but he didn't want to pay the people the money. So basically, me, several of my friends told everybody, yeah, they finally got to him, didn't they? And of course, you know, if you tell one person, they're going to go tell somebody, and it just spread like wildflower. That's why I said
That was wildfire, but I'm not correcting him.
most of the time, everything just spread, and we sit back and just say, people is kind of slow, ain't they? They rather go for the story that you put out about these other people doing it, because they damn sure went for it. Police never came through the area searching or looking for anybody black. So they assumed that the police did, so they just didn't even look. Why? Black person don't mean crap. They find a black body, okay, what we do? We ain't gonna go out there and search to find out who did it unless somebody come and tell us who did it. But to go out and investigate, they ain't gonna go out and investigate nothing.
That is true. I totally didn't even take that into consideration. Like when it comes to a lot of serial killers and things like that, they would target the inner cities, the ghettos, because nobody cares if a black woman or a black man is unalived or missing, which is still to this day the same way, but at least it's got better than that. That's crazy.
To go out and investigate, they ain't gonna go out and investigate nothing. They too busy trying to get money. That's why I said back then, when they killed that girl and threw her in the garbage can, that's when my mind was made up. I ain't taking no crap from nobody, police or not. Of course, when I got older, I found out that most of the cops, they was crooks. Half of them was on my payroll, especially up in Ohio.
Wait, what?
I had that whole precinct smoked out. They was always going behind the railroad yard. If you go back there, you see every cop car. We got them turned out. And those that we couldn't turn out with that, we brought females through and had them take pictures. Then we blackmailed them.
Now there was one situation where a woman, I guess, seen you sleeping outside, and you spent the night, and her pimp came and was beating on her.
Wait, what?
Tell us a little bit about that story.
Well, that was just
how old were you at that point too?
16.
What?
16.
Yeah, because the boys home had kicked me out. He gave me a bus ticket and told me that way is to Detroit. Your parents live on this street. Of course, when I went there, you know, I couldn't find my parents, so I was basically on the street for a while. And then this girl seen me always at nighttime. She said, "You always up here every night sleeping?" I said, "Yeah." And I'd be sleep now, but you wouldn't come over here bugging me, talking to me. She said, "I'm not trying to get in your business, little fella." I said, "Little." Girl, I have you talking in tongues. She said, "Okay, cut it out. If that if you want to, you come and sleep at my apartment. I got an apartment around there on Cass." I said, "Okay, cool." That bee sleeping out here watching all these pigeons and all these bugs messing with me, and not to mention the people that when they get on the bus, they be like, "Man, this bum sleep." I don't want to say nothing. I ain't no bum. I just come down and sleep because this is the Grand Circus bus stop area, and I figure I just sit up in the corner and just go to sleep. But they
Ooh.
want to call me a bum and this and that. I pay that no mind. That's why I said words never hurted me.
Mm.
But she put me up in her place. I'm sitting up in there, and then her pimp, boyfriend, or whatever he was, her pimp, he comes in and told my girl, why you ain't out there getting me my money, this and that. I'm laying on the couch. He can't really see me because I'm laid on the couch. Instead, nobody can see my head. So all of a sudden, I heard, pow, pow. Is that fool hitting her? He's slapping the dog mess out of her.
Oh, wow.
So, of course, I stood up and said, what the hell you think you doing? Who the hell is that? What he doing in here? And why he in here sleeping on your couch? Well, he didn't have no place to go. I said, yeah, man, you need to keep your hands to yourself. Talking about, you must don't know who I am. I said, you must not know who I am. So he said a few more words, and the girl told me to stay out. I said, no, baby, I can't. My mama have always told me to protect female. If a man got to put their hands on a female, he's a coward.
Yup, facts.
Put your hands on me. Slap me. He pulls out his little Slim Jim.
What is a Slim Jim? I don't know what that is.
He tell her, go in the bedroom. So she go in the bedroom. I guess he thought he was going to stick me or kill me. At that point, I had 380. And when he stepped a little closer, boom! I looked over at the bedroom door to still shut. I said, okay. So I grabbed a blanket that she had gave me to sleep on, wrapped this bud up, tried to wipe, I tried to wipe most of the blood up too, but I wiped it up, drug him down the back stairs out to the garbage can and threw him in there. I said, okay. Now, I go back in, she's still in the bedroom. So I clean up the rest of the mess. And I looked around, so okay, everything look clean. So she comes out. Where's Tyrone? I said, he left. What was that noise? What noise? Probably somebody outside busting firecrackers or shooting off. She said, you all right? He didn't stick you? I was like, no, he just told me basically to get out. So she goes on outside and she out there hustling, trying to get some more money for him. She come back and she sitting there waiting for him to come. He never come. Days on days, she got all this money piled up. She said, I don't know what's wrong. I haven't seen my man in several days. I was like, maybe he had one of the other girls. Of course, everything goes on. And that was the end of that. She finally just said, well, I said, don't worry about it. I'll protect you. So you want to be a pimp? I said, no. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to be that. I'll protect you. That means that I'll follow you around. If anybody try to mess with you, I'll protect you. And I did. After about 1 month of that, Tyrone never came back. So I was like, hey, he probably ran off from you girls because he probably found some other girls. She said, I don't care. What I'm supposed to do with this money? I said, it's your money, spend it. She said, no, because all the other pimps talking about that she had to choose. I tell him, you tell him you ain't got to choose nothing, that I'm working with you. Of course, they did. Several of the pimps came to me talking about, who you think you is, little player? I said, I'm not a pimp. I'm a hustler. I'm protecting her. Linda was, what you call like, you sure you want to go through it? I said, yeah. Now, what they didn't know is that I finally met back over with my friend too. So I'm watching her.
We got the gang back together.
Watching my back. So it was Skinny. He came over and I'm like, man, you ain't nothing but a little pump. I thought, okay, I'll be that. Bet you won't put your hands on me. Like, man, don't get this game twisted. I said, okay, well, make a threat towards me, anything, so I can say one.
This boy crazy.
He never did, but he went and told Tanya about I had took two of his girls because two of his girls didn't want to be with him no more. They knew my girl didn't. I mean, they knew this other girl that I was protecting her, and she told them what the deal was. And they came to me and said, "Hey, will you protect us from these pimps?" I said, "Yeah, them pimps ain't number punks. They only put their hands on female."
Bars.
So I had them two.
Bars.
I think it was about 12 o'clock. No, it was about 11:30 at night.
Sent you a message on your telephone.
And that was my,
Where the hell did that noise come from? Is that on here?
Yep. And that was my, they came to the club. Skinny was there, and I'm standing at the bar. And the girls came over. They handed me the money. I was like, why y'all just didn't give me this when we get back to the place? Then I figured out they wanted Skinny to see them give me the money because they was hoping that I'd do something to Skinny. Because see, the word started going around that I made Tyrone disappear. I said, you can't prove that. Why y'all be saying stuff like that? The man just didn't want to be around in Michigan no more. I guess it got too hot. But Skinny walked over and got ready to slap the girl. I pulled out my gun. I said, go ahead. Go ahead.
He said, I pulled out my gun. Look how he leaned to the side. He cocked the ace deuce too. He said, go ahead. Can you imagine? He's just two-player. So we go like this. Maybe a pimp named Slickback. He just like, hey, yo. I'll go ahead. That sounds crazy.
I pulled out my gun. I said, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to take the top of your wig'em off.
Not the wig'em.
Look.
Hey there.
You ain't nothing but a little heart. You ain't nothing but a protector of girls that you trying to get with. I said, no, I ain't trying to get with none of these girls because, hey, I got my girl. But I said, I bet you won't hit her. Go ahead. I'm still waiting on you to hit her. He stepped 2 steps back and his boy was behind him. He was like, hey, man, you got my back? Boy said, yeah, I got your back. And I said, do you got my back? And then a voice came from behind both of them and said, yeah, I got him. They looked back and see my boy saying, what the? I said, yeah. Oh, there's some more of us in here too. Robert was in the pool room, but he really wasn't my boy yet. Because see, Robert was a car thief. But he really wasn't my boy at that time. But he didn't like Skinny. Only time he liked the Skinny was when Skinny was giving him money to not beat his butt. Because Robert was a bully. But he was like, and then as soon as Tanya came into the bar, because she owned it the place, he got a gun, Tanya. Man, you a snitch. He was like, Tanya told him, come in, baby. Because those two was doing it, even though she was married. But that hit the fan, and he left the girls alone. Several other girls wanted to come to me. Next thing I know, everybody talking about Little Boone the Pimp. Even my girlfriend was like, oh, I hear you pimping. You gotta stay. I ain't doing nothing. You know what I believe pimps do?
Wait, what they do? What they do?
I believe pimps do. That's all pimps do. They sell girl and they'll sell themselves. I don't get down.
How much money are these women paying you to protect them at that time? Do you remember?
How much? Well, they was giving me a little bit more than half whatever they made. But see, I wasn't spending it. I was basically putting their names on it and putting them in different bags.
Oh, that's player.
But yeah, Skinny had dipped out, went and told Tanya. Tanya came and told me, talking about we got to leave him alone. I said, ain't no problem. I'm only gonna do that because of you, okay? But we left that situation alone. The girls, I got tired of doing this, so I told my friends, hey, I'm gonna step away from this. But they said that they would look out for him a little bit longer. I called all the girls back to the apartment and gave them a bag. They were like, what's in the bag? I said, that's a surprise. They opened the bag and it was money. I said, that's all the money that y'all gave me.
Mm.
Why you didn't spend it or do what you? I said, for what? That's y'all money you went out there and hustled on your back.
Mm.
I'm not in that for that. Yes, I took my 10%. That's it. For me protecting y'all out there.
Player.
Even though I should have took a little bit more, but 10% was good. That's all I wanted. So I gave him the money and told him what the deal was, that I was stepping away because me and my girlfriend, we trying to make a family. So I started staying with my girlfriend. A couple of weeks later, the girls pulled up. I didn't see them when they pulled up, but they pulled up and they had a big white thing covered with a big bow on it. What is y'all doing and what's under there? Well, I know there's a car under there, but what's it doing here? And why are y'all here?
Hey there. Somebody sent you a message on your telephone.
My girlfriend is going.
I just realized my grandmother has one of those notifications on her cell phone. Like, you know what I mean? Just to let you know that you got a message. I thought there was some discrepancy with my studio equipment. I was like, wait a minute. That's his phone. And I'm not going to say nothing about it, too.
Gonna get real mad at this. And my girlfriend stepped out to me. What's going on? They pulled the sheet off.
It's Cadillac.
Fleetwood Broham, Money Green, Gangster, White Wall, TV at. Oh man, this is beautiful. They said, here go the keys. We bought this for you. For all the stuff you did for us. I said, wait a minute, y'all took the money that I've been saving for y'all and went and bought a car? They said, yeah, but it didn't cost that much, you know. We basically stroked the dealer head. You know how we get down, boom. I said, yeah, okay. But I appreciate it. They gave me the title and I built it out and they took it back to the dealer and the dealer built out the paperwork. Next thing I know, in the mail, it's my car.
Okay.
Now, don't forget, now I was staying at the bus stop, but several months later, I had moved from there into the girl place. Now I moved from her place into my girl place. My girl said, hey, you want to go to this party with me? I said, I'm not used to partying or going out drinking because I never drank. I ain't that type of person. I'm going to keep my head together.
Okay.
I said,
another person doesn't drink, okay, or smoke, okay. Might be something to that.
But where's this place at? She's talking about just right next door. I'm like, I go there with you. That night we go over there, and the little dark-skinned girl come down the steps, and I'm looking like, oh, I seen her somewhere before. I'm trying to rack my brain about where I seen her at. So I don't say nothing, and she looks at me, and she don't say nothing, so I go sit down.
Okay.
About 10 minutes later, here come this other lady. She comes in, and she took one look at me, and said, Boone? Nobody ever called me Boone. He called me Nate. So it was my sister Louise. I was like, Louise? Yeah, boy, you don't know me. So how did you know me? I done grew a little mustache. I got my hair all fluffed up, you know. Hey, she's talking about, you my brother. You my favorite brother. I know you anywhere. I was like,
oh,
wait a minute, y'all live here? This is Etna's birthday. So we talked a little bit, and then she told me where my mama was still working at up on Jefferson and the Boulevard up there at the restaurant. She always worked up at restaurants and schools. So I go up there. I'm thinking, well, my mama ain't seen me in like 8 years or better
Damn.
because they had me locked up in the home. So I go up there and I go in there and sit down. She walked past me, nodded, and kept walking. I said, my own mama don't know me.
Damn.
She ain't seen me in so long.
That's crazy.
But then she came back with a plate of grilled cheese with the edge cut around off of it, but put to the side, and a chocolate shake. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't put no order in. She said, but you always eat that, Boone. I'm like, what you call me?
That was fire.
I'm your mama. I called you Boone.
Mm.
So you know who I was? She said, I just made your best food, didn't I?
Mm.
And that's how I met back up with my people.
Mm.
But after I met with them, it's about ready to try to bring in some more money through drugs. So I hooked up with several people, and they wasn't nobody heck of a, but I started dealing heroin again.
Damn.
After I got the heroin, it was cool. My packs was called, it said, do to die. So I told people, you do that, you're gonna die. And most time I sold it over on what's that, Woodward.
Isn't that crazy how like a lot of people, like the dope fiends back then, they was like, yo, somebody almost died from this. They was like, look, give me 2 of those. You'd be like, yo, wait, what? Like,
Woodward and Mac. Cause see, once you cross Mac, it turned to murder or whatever it has the street was. But on one side is Mac, the other side is murder. And I ran both sides. And the young boys at that time, they was trying to come up and good at that time, but I knew but the young boy was coming up, and I knew Butch from prison, so I was like, man, what you doing? He said, man, you know me, I'm putting it down. I said, me too. He said, man, I know. That's why I come to talk to you. I said, you come to talk to me? He said, yeah. You got second, third, and all these streets taking over, and my men said that you ain't trying to share, you ain't, and that you're not copping from us. I said, I ain't got to cop from you or no one else, man. What's the deal? Of course, I done already eased my hand back up inside my coat a little bit because I got my knife up there. And
okay, I thought you were going to MC Hammer. Can't touch this.
We just shaking it, slip right into my hand. I just pull the case off and go to work. And I hope I didn't have to go to work on Butch because he was cool. We used to play chess inside prison all the time.
That's how he even says that. I hope I didn't have to go to work on Butch. Because we used to be cool. He was kind of cool with me. What?
He beat me, I beat him, you know. It was a good thing going on. But I was moving that real nice and real good. But then, what was it? I got caught up and went to prison. This time they charged me with intent to sell. Intent to sell, I believe. I don't even remember what the heck the charge was, but I took a cop to it. No, I took a cop to that, go on in there and do this little time, be right back out. Ain't no problem.
How long did you do?
What, 3 years?
Damn.
About 3 years. I think it was 3 years, or
Sheesh.
they sent me to 3 to 15 for that and 2 for the gun. But you know, you do 2 flat for the gun, and the 3 to 15 or 3 to 10, that you do about a year and something because you get your good time and all that. But I'm eligible to go to the halfway house a year before that. So basically, when I finished the gun, I was going to the halfway house.
Okay, I bet.
I get to the halfway house, of course, and I tell the people, I don't think it's wise for y'all to put me on the west side. West side don't like me. They're like, we want to hear that crap. So, okay. The word got back to me that some guy was going to ride through there and try to knock me off.
Wait, what?
They know
What?
that I wore that hat, so they were gonna look for the hat because nobody knew what I really looked like. So I gave the guy my hat. I said, "Hey man, you want this hat? You can have it." He go outside. I'm looking in the window because I know they're out there somewhere. Next thing I heard, I stepped back from the window, pulled my gun, put it to the side in case they decide to come out and run up and see is he dead. But they didn't. They kept on going down Clark. They took off from Clark and hit that freeway and they gone, you know. But the guy didn't die, but he got shot up. But he didn't die. And
Wait. Can the guy that you gave that hat to be mad at you for giving him that hat? Can't somebody in the comments let me know? Can somebody be upset with Boone for giving me that hat?
I was like, "Hey, man, what the hell going on?" I was like, "Damn, man, somebody don't like you." I don't know what the guy, man. They didn't say nothing. They just drove by and said, "Hey." I turned to look and he just blasted me. I said, mm.
It's a shame,
Of
ain't
course,
it?
two of the guys in there, they was going to work for me. John Stone, a tall white boy that became real good friend of mine in the joint. Because inside the joint I was selling too. So I had him working for me in there, and that I had this Indian guy also working for me. They got out, and when they got out, I decided to put them to work. Johnston, I made him my driver. I had a little red candy apple limousine, and I let him drive me everywhere. And he also carried my wallet, which was a briefcase.
What?
That's where I carried my money at. But he was like,
Well, he a big old player.
I can't remember the Indian guy's name for nothing. I've been trying to find out his name for many times. But anyway, me and him got together and we decided to see what was the deal was up in Muskegon. So I sent him up there to put it down. He did. But then, of course, afterward, he decided that he wanted to go on his own. I said, "Ain't no problem, man. I don't force people to stay with me. But if you gonna cop, dude, cop from me."
Okay.
He said, "Well, yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna cop from you, but I want this to be my own little clique." I said, "Okay, but remember now, if you get in trouble, you need my help. You got to pay, and we'll come and put in work.
Okay.
Cause you ain't nobody gonna take you seriously."
Mm.
He told me, "Man, what you mean, man?" I said, "You ain't that tough looking type of person. That's why I was always scared about you in the joint because I believe that if you wasn't down with me, they would have turned you home. You got that long engine hair." You just look pretty, boy. Even, I look like this. Are you sure you a dude? But see, I don't roll that way. But I protect a lot of those guys that was in there about that booty bandits in there. But hey, when you're doing that much time, and some guy wasn't even doing that much, and they were still running around trying to get booty. I was like, man, y'all call it booty bandits. Y'all see a guy coming in off the bus, y'all be like,
Where the booty at?
I got
He said, not lifers, not people doing 30 and 40 years. He said people doing a little bit of time coming off the bus like, yo, where is Sat? Like, yo, trying to figure out where it's Sat though. Like, that's wild. Like they at the strip club or something.
Y'all see a guy coming in off the bus, y'all be like, I got that one, man. I got that one. I'm like, man, those dude. Yeah, he's a pretty one. Like, you a sick puppy. Guys getting off the bus, be talking about, ain't nobody got nothing. I said, shh, keep your mouth shut, Holmes. Because these guys come at you, they're coming at you with 4 to 6 people. They going to spread you out while one back there talking about, here, I handle this. I'll be like, ain't nothing I could do, homie, unless you down with me. So at that time, I had my friend making hats saying down with the craft. So I was passing them out, and everybody that was down with me, people know not to mess with. Because me and John and them we'll put in work on them. We don't care. We will not be disrespected. Most of the people in there, they all basically knew me. We say, hey man, where's Iceman at? You over there playing chess or this and that, because they know I ain't afraid to stab a guard or an inmate, take it to him to the heart. So that's why they call me Iceman. But it's mainly, it was just that I found my family. They was beautiful. Then I got hooked up through Skinny and them. They was set, but Skinny, that man lived a long time. After he died not too long after I got out in 2008.
Damn.
I said, that man lived a long time. Of course, he got skinnied in the mud, even though that was his pimp.
Yeah, like, is that his name, Skinny?
Of course, he got skinnied in the mud, even though that was his pimp name or whatever, Skinny the Pimp. Like, I know he used to always borrow her car, which was a white Eldorado. And then he was trying to tell me that I could buy some stuff from him. And I told him, man, your stuff is stepped on. Your stuff ain't no good, period. That's why they coming to me, man.
Damn.
You done stepped on yours so bad that nobody even come to you unless they desperate, they can't go nowhere else.
Damn.
But most of the murders came after.
Yeah, can we get to no offense, like, you know what I mean, RP to everybody that, you know what I mean, all 30, you know what I mean, and their families and all that, but can we, I'm loving the backstory, but can't we get to when you would and like, you know what I mean, some of that?
People was trying to run off with my shit and they didn't want to pay me. They'd run off.
Oh, so a lot of people you were fronting them and they wouldn't come back with the money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, my lieutenants in them were fronting them, and they figured that they could mess over them, because what they don't know that nobody really knew that was mine. Because I always tell people, hey man, don't let nobody know you getting it from me, man. It ain't got nothing to do with who you selling it to. But if you need some help, let me know and I'll be there.
Okay.
The homeboy said, hey man, dude playing me like a fish. Take me out the water and let me, and then toss me back in and ask for some more drugs. I said, well, I take care of him. Don't worry about it.
Whoa.
So what would you do when they were late on the payments? What would you do?
I collect my money. But of course, they wasn't around to do it again.
Damn.
That mean I would kill them.
Yeah, no, we got it.
They were like,
no, we got an OG. We got an OG.
That mean I would kill them. They were like, man, we didn't know that he was getting it from you. I was like, oh, well, now you do. Oh, come on, Grim Reaper. I said, no, baby, ain't no thing, you know. You know, I didn't come to argue. When you see me, it's about one thing. You're like, oh, man, well, that's it. You ain't got to say no more. One to the dome. Then the words get out. Oh, man, we think that the Grim Reaper out there cleaning the streets. People say when they see me coming down the street with that hoodie up and them glasses on, they know somebody finna die in the neighborhood. I was like, you got that right. You know, I don't.
And you would, when you kill somebody, you would always go by yourself and do it?
Yeah. I didn't need no witnesses. Because see, you doing things with people.
Somebody sent you a message on your telephone.
I love the fact that Say Cheese has not said nothing about that phone going off mid-interview. Annoying as hell, but I know he ain't gonna say nothing about that phone.
You doing
Boom gonna be like, that's one.
Things with people that ain't doing nothing but just watching you kill someone. That's a witness against you, dude. Because if he get caught for anything and he want to get out for money, guess who he gonna tell on? I seen him murder that guy over there. I seen him do this. I seen him do that. I never trusted no one, because I know if they put a hot fork up under somebody, they gonna scream bloody murder and give you
I'm stealing that. If you put a hot fork up under somebody,
anything you want, they gonna tell.
Damn.
I mean,
facts.
We done it to people. we snatched people off the street, beat them and so forth. That's when I was doing work for the Italians. And we beat people and they tell us everything we want to know. And we tell them, hey, deep pin's finna really hurt, man, because we finna show them in your eyes and pin your eyes back so you have to watch us. Like, man, come on, man. What y'all want? Let us first pin your eyes up and then we'll talk. No, man, I tell you right.
Wait. Oh, hell no. Hell no. That man said, let me pin your eyes first. Then we're gonna get to what we want. Nah, I feel dude, like, nah, you ain't gotta do all that. Just tell me right now. I'm easy breezy.
Man, come on, man. What y'all want? Let us first pin your eyes up and then we'll talk. No, man, I tell you right now, whatever you want, man, just don't do that. Just don't do that. And they tell us. Then, of course, we keep them and say, well, we're going to keep you in case what you give us is not true. Then we're going to come back and play pin the tail on a donkey.
Oh,
and
shit.
You see that bag? Unroll it. Them the pins. Man, come on, man. Why y'all doing that? I said, because you didn't want to pay your bill. And now people got to call us in, and we love torturing y'all. Because we want to see how gangster you is. You out there talking about you gangster, but yet when we get you, you talking like a little girl. Come on, hey, man, all the girl came out to you. I thought you was tough.
Damn.
Hey, man, all the girl came out to you.
No.
I thought you was tough. One guy we did that to, he ran off to Minnesota. After we let him go, he ran off to Minnesota and started rolling up there. Of course, I seen him later on in the prison. He was like, Grim Reaper? Like, hey, wait a minute. Didn't I torture you before? Man, I don't even live that lifestyle no more. I said, but you...
Okay. Yeah. We got some 4 extras like over here talking about like, yeah, he making people roll it up. That man said, I don't even live that lifestyle no more. How did you get to prison, sir, if you don't live that lifestyle no more? That man said, I don't even live that lifestyle no more. Nigga told a bold-faced lie. That man was he was like, look, man, I don't even rock out like that, I swear.
After we let him go, he ran off to Minnesota and started rolling up there. Of course, I seen him later on in the prison. He was like, Grim Reaper? Like, hey, wait a minute. Didn't I torture you before? Man, I don't even live that lifestyle no more. I said, but you in prison for drugs. Man, that ain't got nothing to do with Detroit, man. I'm up here in Minnesota rolling. I said, okay. He said, man, can we become friends? I said, for what? We're in prison. You got your thing, I got my thing.
Man, protection. That's what he need. He need that protection.
He had this thing going on in there, but he was short getting ready to go home anyway. I had just came through there and I ran into a lot of people I knew from the street that was basically terrified of me. Because like I said, they called me the Grim Reaper, and people were like, man, that man, he loved to cut people up. He'd shoot you too, but he preferred to use that knife that he carried.
That's what I meant to ask you. Everybody that you killed, did you cut all their fingers off? Did you always do that?
No. Only those that we didn't want them to be found. With them, we basically just threw them through the tree shredder. That's the way. Let people try to figure out what happened to him. They'd be like, man, Clyde ran off. No. I mean, he done ran off. Don't nobody where he at. Nobody can't find him. I'm like, that's a dang shame, ain't it? People be like, you know something, don't you? I don't know anything. I'm just saying the same thing you saying. That's a dang shame. The boy ran off. Nobody know where he went. No, he just disappeared. Sometime I give him a hint by saying, you want some bacon? Because most likely y'all done ate him if you eating pork. That's why none of my crew wouldn't eat pork. You know, why can't we eat pork? I said, it's a secret ingredients in that pig that those boys putting in, especially the white boys out there in Bellevue. The one, matter of fact, they just got caught not too long ago of shredding people. They finally caught up with them. I was like, whoa. When we told the fools, man, you got to clean up after yourself. You leave fingertips out there in the pig slot, they going to find them bones, those human bones. You got to clean it up. We cleaned up ours every time we fed the pigs. Y'all got to clean up your own. And they were trying to tell on me. Too late, I already told on myself. They can't do nothing to me. I told everything I ever did. They were like, we didn't know you did so much. And so, well, it's your problem. You made the deal, stick to it. Immunity across the table, baby. So I ain't scared to tell you about who we shot or who we murdered. Even though most of the time I did do hits with certain people, but I didn't really want to, because I know that if they ever got caught, they gonna flip. And sure enough, they flipped. So I'm glad that I gave all my crimes up before they did, because then the police was like, oh, you didn't tell us about this one on the freeway. You didn't tell us about the one in the house, or back there in the gas station, or at the after hour joint, or them guys up at the park playing tennis. You shouldn't be playing tennis. If you know you a drug dealer and you got enemies, you going up to hit the ball, boom! That's the end of you. And not to mention, the police station was right across from the tennis yard when we hit him. And I didn't really like it, but hey, we did it, and I was like, okay, man, come on, let's go. We go, and then we get back to the to his house, because his girlfriend worked it for the DEA. That's how we knew what cars that the DEA was bringing up from Florida or California, whatever, driving around trying to act like they drug dealers. And we were like, hey, officer, nice car. Florida, right? They'd be like, how in the heck is these people knowing what we get these cars from? Because the girl telling us everything about y'all. Same way when they hired me to kill the DA agent. They said, how did you know what I said, she fed me information. She told me what type of car they had and this and that. And the girl got in there because she had got with the Italian guy and set him up. But he got indicted. But he don't tell me he got indicted. I didn't know he was indicted. I never would have had went around him.
Right.
But he asked me to meet him out at the restaurant. I go down to the restaurant, and I felt something that didn't feel right. Something don't feel right. But I go in there and had a little meeting with him. He tell me what he want me to do and this and that. I say, ain't no problem. He said, you ain't got no problem doing it. Hey, everybody bleed just like we do. If they're involved with this, money talks. I don't care who they are. So, of course, we found out where she parked her car and this and that. And then before I got a chance to hit her, I got caught up in this shootout.
Damn.
So when I told them everything, I had told them everything, even about that, even about how we was going to also get white boy Rick, because we knew where he was in the witness unit. We already tried to hit him in prison, but we was going to get him in the witness unit next. But I told them where the weapons was and everything. They went and found the weapons. Like, whoa. I like, yeah. If we do a job, we're going to do a job. And plus, there was more witnesses in there. So if we'd have blew that building up, we would have went around and collected for every.
I know that man say if we would have blew the building up. What do you mean blew the building up? Who is this? Terminator?
Every witness we killed. We would have told them, hey, man, y'all owe us. Now either you pay us or you got to watch your back from us. And if you don't like it, well, you can shoot me in the head now. He said, what? I said, you see all those dots in your chest? They were like, hey, man, what the?
Nah, this man is diabolical. I am so glad I was born like in the 90s, like, because this man is wild. This man is wild.
Don't move and don't talk too loud, or those dots gonna become wet spots. You're like, man, we paid you to do something, man, and you got all these dots on it. Well, I'm just letting you know. Don't fuck with me.
Damn.
These guys are professional snipers. They don't miss. But Witchcraft said, man, ain't no problem. But I didn't know that he was indicted. And by the time that I found out, I was already having charges brought up on me when they showed me pictures of me going into his restaurant. I was like, how in the hell did they know about him? They showed me that, and then they showed me audio of us talking. I like, man, this boy, ooh.
Yeah.
I like, I could give you the boy. They said, okay, we want you to testify. I said, ain't no problem. He should have told me that he was indicted, because I never would have messed with him. So when it come time to testify, I went into court and testified against him. But I didn't like it, but hey, you should have told us that you was indicted because you let a female DA agent get in with you. And you tried to introduce her to me too. And I had told him, man, I don't want to meet none of your friends. And don't tell nobody my name, whether real or not. I don't want to meet her. I didn't know she was a DEA agent, but later I found out what she was. Well, I don't mind doing her because she know who I am. So I don't mind doing it, but the pay gonna be correct.
How many years were you off?
The DEA agent. He just casually just said, hey, look, I don't mind knocking the DEA agent off, but the pay gonna have to be correct. Yo, who is this man?
Pay gonna be correct.
How many years were you offered originally before you gave up those 6 people?
No, I was looking at life without parole. But the feds came and said they'll make a deal. You give us...
What was the deal?
You give us these 6 people that you got on your hit list, and we'll get you 15 years, 18. So nah, that's too much. I'll be dead by then. So then they came back. Okay, how about 15 years? Nah, I can't do that. I just can't do that.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to negotiate with the feds, man. Like I said, I've never heard this in my entire life where you just got to negotiate. I'll be hearing about these dumbass rappers like NBA Youngboy, Lil Durk, Casanova, like all these other motherfuckers. Like, no, they not negotiating nothing. 6ix9ine, all them. Like, no. This man said, nah, 17, I can't do that. I'm liking the color of 9, 10. I'm liking the hue of some around 11. Like, you know what I mean? This man is insane. This man is genius.
15 years. Nah, I can't do that. I just can't do that. I'm gonna give you these people, especially Terrence Boogaloo Brown. Y'all want him. So they said.
So these 6 people. Wait, these 6 people were people you were planning to kill.
Yeah. They didn't know that, but that's why I said I give you these 6 because when they come in, we gonna butcher them. The game is still on, just a different background. There's no guns other than the gun I had in prison.
Wait,
that's
what?
357. Had buried in the back 40.
Wait, how'd you get that in prison?
The guards around it, man, you could buy anything or anyone. And they was all on my payroll. Most of them was tooting, piped up. I mean, the guards was basically alcoholic, junkies, and so forth. You just had to find their weak spot.
Damn.
And I found their weak spot. So I said, hey, why don't you go get that 357? He said, what you say? I said, look at this. $2,000 just sitting there. Cash money. All you had to do is pick up that package and bring it to me. Come on.
Somebody let me know how much was $2,000 back in the 80s compared to right now.
But you just told me it's 357. I said, yeah, but I just only told you that so you know. Don't come in here like or like Mr. Dum Dum.
Damn.
Put it in some when you bring it in so you don't get busted. Because I know that y'all had to go through that search too when y'all come in if you look like you might have something. But he got it into me. And I buried it in the back 40. So I never, was going to use it like I told him. I ain't going to never use it unless the shit really hit the fan where I got to go to it. If I got to go to it, that means I'm finna die. I know y'all going to shoot me. Especially the men's up on the guard tower. Oh, man, they love shooting people in the legs, but they can't wait to shoot somebody in the chest or the head.
And you had 70,000 stashed in prison?
Okay, they say $2,000 back at that time was the equivalent of the equivalent of $7,661. So, yeah. So he pretty much gave a man $8,000 to get the yopper inside. Okay.
You had 70,000 stashed in prison?
Where you get 70,000 from?
Was it 7,000 or 70,000?
I didn't mention nothing about no 70,000 or 7,000.
I don't know. I seen the interview where you had money in your jacket. Something in your money in
No,
your
I had 100 and I forgot how much I had sold up in there, but that was for me selling drugs, for me selling homemade liquor, food, anything that a person want, I would go get it. That's why they called me the man what you need. What you need, I get it. If I can't get it, I damn sure try to.
Now you had that in prison or in the free
prison.
world?
I had to sort it to my coat. I rolled them up real tight. They was hundreds. I always told people, have your people bring you 100 and I give you 200 in tokens. So they getting double the money. But I need the cash because I got too many tokens. I can't keep stacking tokens everywhere. I mean, I could fill up seven lockers full of tokens. So that's why I would say, bring me $100 cash, and I give you $200 tokens.
That's player.
People are like, yeah, that's heck yeah. They bring it in, I roll it up and stitch it in. Every couple hours, I was rolling it up, stitching in because everybody was having their loved one bring their money up. And they bring it to me. Some guys be coming to me with dollar bills and 5s and 10s. I be like, what do I supposed to do with that, man? He said, man, it's money. Yeah, but it's chump. I told y'all, 50s and 100s. You bring me money like this, you don't get nothing but what it is. You bring me $1, here go $1. You bring me 10, here go 10. You bring me 50s and 100s and I double it. That's when guys really were telling the people, hey, bring me up 100, bring me up 200, bring me up, hey, whatever you bring to me, I'm going to double it. You bring $1 million, you get 2 million in tokens. I got to get rid of these tokens. But the guard would come to my cell every now and then, and why you ain't going to the yard? I said, I don't feel like going to the yard. Ain't nothing out there. I go out there when time come. Only time I went.
That man out there sewing.
To yard was to collect my money from the table, a card table, dice table. I mean, in Jackson, we lived it like, hey, a big casino out there on the back 40. We had liquor going on.
That back 40 sound like it was lit. They got the casino. I was like, they got the liquor. They got the card games. He got the 357 buried back there. Like, is that like the boom boom room back then? Like,
hot food going on, hot dogs, hamburger, twisties, you name it, we sold it. The guards didn't mess with us because as long as we ain't trying to escape, the guard didn't care. And most of the time, the guards were so crooked, they'd just come over there to the card table talking about, let me shoot him. Hit me. I'll stay. Hit me. I mean, like, the guards playing more games than we are when it comes to guys because they know they get it. And they get cash money for those tokens, and they bring the tokens to one of my boys. They make sure that they find cash around the yard. Because the guard be talking about, so if I gave you $300 in tokens, you gonna give me what? I said, if you give me tokens, I'm gonna give you $300.
Right.
But I heard that you was giving. I said, that if you bring me cash, I give you 200 in token. But you bringing me tokens that you wouldn't have stole from these fools, that you found these fools got too many tokens. They ain't supposed to have it. That's why they was always coming to my cell trying to shake it down. But I never kept that money in my cell. I kept, every person that worked for me kept, they kept so much tokens on them. Cash, you bring me the cash. Because I rolled it up and sewed it in my coat. Nobody knew what I was doing, but every time they told me, okay, step out, I always had my coat on 24/7, like, and I step out and they pat me down. You find nothing. They say, okay. Then they go in there and toss my cell, and then they look at each other. We know he got it somewhere. Somebody probably holding it. Ooh. Somebody probably holding it for him.
My question is, they don't feel like the jacket maybe being a little bit not how every other jacket is? I don't know how that sew game must have been proper. I don't even know how he sewed. I'm thinking he would have rolled it up and then probably put it in, but maybe you could just flatten them and then I don't know. Let me know in the comments how he could roll up $170,000 in hundreds and put it in a jacket.
So the day I got ready to get out, I'm downstairs at the front desk, and my boy just pulled up in my candy red limousine. And I'm sitting there, and the guard said, okay, you free to go, you'll ride up. I said, yeah. He said, man, how do you get a limousine to pick you up? I said, oh, that's my car. Man. They said, you like, can I look in there? I said, go ahead. The girls opened the door and they brought me my clothes out. I take my clothes to the bathroom and I put some on. I still got that jacket though. So I'm going out the door and the man said, what you finna do? Take the jacket home with you? I said, oh, no. I just want to know one thing. Am I free? I'm not being detained or anything? They said, no, you free. You go do what you want to do. I said, okay. I told my boy, here, hold the collar and the arms. And I just ripped the thing right on off. He said, why are you tearing up that jacket? I turned it around. Money.
Oh, that's just two player. That is crazy. That is now that's how you're supposed to do your time. If you gotta do time.
It's not, oh yeah, okay, 75 that was in that coat. I looked at them, they were like, we knew we should have tore that coat apart. I said, yeah. What you gonna tear it apart for? That's a government coat. Y'all pat it down, but you just didn't know what y'all was feeling. Man, I said, man, all that money we could have had. I said, look at you. You want to rob me, huh? You want to step off in my field of work. If you would have took my money, you wouldn't have lived that much longer after I got released, or I would have had somebody open your throat in prison.
Damn.
Just because you a guard, don't get it twisted. You do bleed, just like we do. And there's many dark spots inside of prison that we can snatch you up in, don't be on camera.
Damn. Facts.
But yeah, that was, who was it? I gotta speak about my boy Johnny, because he was my main best friend in there. He always took care of me. Even when I went to the hole, he would scare the hell out the witnesses so they wouldn't testify against me if they seen something or didn't.
You take care of me in the hole and scare all the witnesses away from testifying. You my mans too. Facts.
And if I needed somebody killed, he was always willing to open them up because he wasn't never getting out of prison. So he said, man, I kill him and take the blame. What they gonna do? Lock me up? I said, yeah, I like the way you think, man. He said, man, they can't do nothing to me. I'm gonna die in this prison.
Well, when you ever killed somebody or when you ever did a hit, did you ever take any body parts? Like, did the people who hired you to do the hit, want certain body parts?
Yeah, some of them did. Not many, but some of them, man, bring me his head. Ain't no problem.
You brought somebody's, wait, you cut somebody's head before and brought it to the person who hired you?
Yeah, they wanted me to bring it to them, so I had to put it in one of those ice chests. I wrapped it in the bag, put ice around that. Then I put it around inside the basket. And then we mailed it. I mean, we mailed it. I said, hey, you got it, didn't you, homie? He said, man, we could have got caught. I said, how? It wouldn't have bled through that or nothing. You see how much plastic we wrapped that sucker in? And then the foam that we sat it in, we had to pound that head in there to get it in there good and tight. But hey, it get there. Mail get there 3 days. 3 days, hey. Did you get that package I sent you? Yeah, man, what you doing? I thought you was gonna bring it. I said, too much trouble trying to come through an airport or trying to catch a boat over. So nah, but you got it. That's all that I worried about. Cause like he was like, man, I want that SOB head. I said, that price sounds like it's about 100,000, 50,000 on up, you know. He said, man, the guy walked me for my, I said, ain't no problem. I take care of that. So I did. And we sent it to him.
Everything you did in your life.
Yeah, that was a dope jump cut if I ever seen one. That man said, well, how do we go to the next question? Jump cut.
And we sent it to him.
Everything you did in your life, do you think you're gonna go to heaven when it's all said and done?
Heaven and hell's right here on earth. That's what I believe. There's no, because this is what I tell people. Heaven don't want me. And hell drew a PPO order out on me.
What's PPO?
So where I'm going? The devil don't want me down there. He drew a PPO order out.
What is a PPO order? I need somebody to put me on. And
heaven just said, oh no, you're not coming up here. So I'm stuck right here on purgatory. I didn't say it right. I ain't got my teeth in my mouth. I'm getting old, but I still get around though. You feel me? Yes. Well, I came home weighing 487 pounds. And now we're 271. I'm steady dropping this weight, get back down to what I was when I first went down. I was 240, slim, cut, and ready to put some work in.
Witness protection. What was that like? Did they try to make you move out of Detroit? What was that like?
When you get into the witness protection program, they'll float you all over. First place I was in San Diego.
Oh, okay. So he did witness protection. Okay.
Witness unit. Then from there, I went to, Minnesota, to the hospital there. They were still patching me up, greasing my bone from this shot here in the arm. But then from there, they sent me to Pennsylvania. Then from Pennsylvania, they shot me up to where White Boy Rick, Sammy the Bull, and all of them was that Fat Cat and all of them. They sent me up that way to Phoenix, Mesa unit. Whether they want me to say it or not, what they gonna do? Not a damn thing to me.
So witness protection, do they try to change your name, your identity?
They do. Well, they give you a name to use, and what you really using is just your initials. Like me, I was known as NC because of my initials. I got documents, I got all these paperwork from the witness unit showing all the things that they tried to do to me and all the things that I filed on. And I said, I kept everything. And anybody that goes in the witness unit, those are what you use as your initials. And your prison number can be changed. Because mine, they gave me one out of San Diego. I'm from Michigan, but my prison number is from San Diego. 799-63198. I can't never forget. That's a
G9638. You never forget your prison
Federal
numbers.
number. My
The G number.
state number was 156,650. I said, I can't never forget them numbers. I don't be thinking about them until somebody mentioned. Then it pops back in my head. You're like, man. But the witness unit is corrupt as well with guards. The psych is the one that jammed me up because I was going to take his friend to court and file some papers on him for him being a racist. So he told the feds that I told him that I'm going to blow up a federal building. The man just lied. So they sent me the paperwork saying that and saying that I can't go into phase 2. Phase 2 is when you get your new name, your records is sealed. Can't nobody never get into it unless you screw up and go back to the state that you from. Like the dude out of New York, Poe. He went back to New York. And they gave him a new name and everything. They put him in phase 2, but he couldn't stay away from New York, and now he's dead. Al Poe?
Yeah.
Martinez? Yeah. I had told that boy even when I was in there, I said, man, you still acting like you is running the streets for me here. This is a rat unit that you in. Them guys probably just saying that they're going to hold you down till they get you back out there and kill you. No, man, like those my boys. I said, okay, your boy's going to be the first one that do you because you're going to go back. You're going to go take the little name they give you. Then you're going to shoot back to New York, which he did. He comes shooting down the street on his motorcycle.
Yep.
I was like, look at that dummy. That's what.
I'm not gonna lie. If you know about Alpo, you know. I don't. Man, look, I'm not here to speculate or talk about any of that. But if you know, you know, man. That's crazy.
On his motorcycle, I was like, look at that dummy. That's when I got back in my truck and came back to Detroit. I was like, man, I don't want to be around that boy because somebody gonna do him, and they did. But Apple was all right. Don't trust him, but he was all right. Same way with well, Fat Cat was just sneaky. I didn't like him from the bit because he tried to get white boy Rick to not sign me into the unit. Because anybody come in, you had to sign them into the unit. And they didn't want to sign me in when I first got there. Him, Carlos Laches, Tommy. But then I got with my prosecutor and told him, well, if they're going to transfer me somewhere else, just put me back in the state. I'm not testifying against no one. Prosecutors, oh no, I'm not having that. So he called all their prosecutors up and told them, y'all either sign them in or they getting transferred.
Okay.
So they all signed me in. The warden, Jordan or I forgot his name, but he came to me and said, hey, I need you and white boy Rick to sit down and talk about this. Rick is terrified that you come in here to kill him because that's what you do. You go into prison to kill people as well. I said, if the price is right, yes.
But
I'm not him.
The man said, oh yeah, I'll be doing that, man, if the price is right, but I'm not on that today. Like, wait, what? Who is this man?
If the price is right, yes. But I'm not here for that. So like when he brought Rick in, I told him, I said, man, did this. I'm not here to do you. That was then. The only thing saved you is because the Fed came in and took you out. Other than that, you'd have been dead that day. That's why we was over there kicking on that door, trying to get it in. If we would have got it in, they wouldn't have took you out of there alive. He said, man, he said, which car was at the Huron Valley. And that's when I knew something was going on because that's when I went and locked up. I said, yeah, I know. I know all this. The only reason that I got transferred out here to Ionia, which I shouldn't have because I was too old for that place. They called that the gladiator school. I was supposed to have stayed in Jackson, but I had my boys and them hooked up paper because inmates basically run the paperwork. The guard's just there just to make sure we don't
Nice.
run off. And I told them, hook me up and send me to Ionia. They did. When I got there, most of the guys there knew me, because like I said, people basically know me in the prison system. They're like, boom. Well, some of them knew me by that, but
Reaper.
the majority of them knew me by Iceman.
Oh.
Iceman, oh man, what you back in here for? Murder? Who you murdered? I said, man, why y'all always gotta bring that up? I'm back in here because of a what's my charge then? Oh, of a credit card. And that was just an excuse to get me thrown in so that I could get to the boy and then get back out. Paperwork disappear, everything disappeared. Because, like I stated, Gil wanted that white boy dead. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
White boy Rick?
No, Gil Hill.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he was the mayor left-hand man, Mayor Young. Well, it's a lot of people that, when you do your research, you'll find out who these people is. You'll be like, whoa. I'm like, yes. But me and him talked, and he said he ain't got nothing against me. I said, I ain't got nothing against you. I'm not paid to do you here. If I was, I would have did you as soon as they locked that door. So he going back out. Then they bring in Tommy. Tommy come in. That was one of the guys that I had tortured for, like the Italian. I had basically tortured him a little bit for the Italian, but the Italian didn't want us to kill him. Talking about, no. He gonna get me my money now. I said, man, wait a minute. We ain't gonna do him? And he seen our face? Man, he said, man, I throw y'all some more money. I said, it ain't the part about throwing, it's that this motherfucker is alive. When you came to me, you said you wanted him gone, dead. And now you talking about, no, don't do him. He's scared enough to pay me. Man, he's scared enough, he gonna tell on you if he ever get caught or this and that, which he did. He even tried to get me up, but the only thing he could say was, it was the guy that they called the Grim Reaper. That ain't my real name. Do you know what the Grim Reaper look like? Yeah, he had the hoodie on his head, them dark glasses. I couldn't see too much, but I know it was him. Everybody always say, when you see that black guy with that hoodie on his head, them dark glasses on, you know somebody finna die. I said, right, but you got me here just to beat. Man, my boy was like, hey man, what you want to do? You want to do everybody? I'm like, no, man. As a matter of fact, I had asked him to come today and see if he wanted to talk on the show too. But he said, no, man, I ain't gonna get down with that. I said, the statute of limitation ran out on that. They can't do nothing to you. That was over, what, 20, 30 years ago?
Damn. Okay, so just so we're clear that if you torture somebody 20 years from now, you can talk about it. Just so we're clear, the statute of limitations. Boone is smart. He's talking about everything that he's already been charged and convicted of. Smart.
How many times have you been before we get out of here? Because you're disabled, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How many times have you been shot?
Multiple times.
Damn.
AK, M16.
What?
9, 350 in the back. Shotgun blast. I don't know if you can see that.
Wow.
How can you not see that?
I was out over many times, stabbed as well, tortured. But like I tell people, if you ain't gonna stop this, it ain't gonna stop the body. You got to stop this. You doing my body, my brain just telling, keep going, keep going. I'm gonna keep coming for you.
One of your fingers don't work, right?
One of my hands don't work. This one. See how they shot that out? AK tore that up. They had poles going in here, coming all out, and I'm not able to move the hand.
Was that a hit? When you got hit with the AK, you think that was a hit?
Oh yeah, that was a hit. They were supposed to kill me. He gonna tell me, hey man, that it was an accident. How in the hell you accidentally shoot me?
With a 7.62 bullet.
Told y'all to kill me after we did the hit on the people there. And that's the way that went down. He said, yeah, man, but I didn't know Pooh was going to have all of us killed. I said, yeah, why you think that he's trying to kill off anybody that knew about any murders he did? He want us all dead, even y'all. He probably is going to do y'all. One night y'all come over to his place and y'all sleeping. He going to walk up there and bloom, 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 kill all y'all. Because y'all done killed them all the people that he wanted y'all to kill, which is your own men, your own group.
Did you ever get your lick back for any of those?
No. Well, as a matter of fact, one of them got me the second time. Chuck, I signed him into the witness unit. And this fool set me up.
Wow.
That was mine, because I signed him into the unit. I even let him come and sleep in my cell because I had a big giant cell, handicap cell. I mean, it was huge. So his bed was way on that side, mine way on this side. We got everything in that bed. I got food being brought to me every day from the child hall and this and that, from the kitchen, from anything I wanted, basically I got.
All right, man. This one was on the just crazy. I didn't have nothing to say because there was nothing to say because that man was saying everything that I needed to hear and listen. Like I told you earlier, I'm familiar with prison. I'm familiar with the politics of things. I'm familiar with street life. Hitmen and mafia and mobs, I got nothing. I was just as shocked as y'all. And thank you for joining me on this rabbit hole as well. He's got another full video that I'm not going to do right now or today, maybe next week. But hey, if you made it this far, that means you put some paint where it ain't. And for that, you need to be thanked. So don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, put me in that algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but fuck that little 10. I'm maxed out.